So you want to start recording some music and you want to be able to use a free DAW, but you're not really sure which one you should choose? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the difference between Pro Tools First and Cakewalk and see which one's going to be the best option for you. Keep on watching this video. All right, so what it is, guys, Chris Lee back with another United Destiny Entertainment tutorial video. Hey, check this out. If you are new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell to get more videos like this in the future. All right, guys, so Chris Lee back with another video. Check this out, guys. I know that you've been messaging me. I know that you've been hitting me up trying to find out which option I think would be the best option for you as far as the free DAW. Now, granted, a lot of you probably don't have a lot of money, and that's okay because there are powerful free DAWs out there that I would recommend that you guys use. Now, of course, I said in previous videos that the one that I recommend most for you guys is Cakewalk because it is super powerful. It's just as powerful as Pro Tools, if not more powerful, and it's free. Now, in this video, I'm going to be doing a Pro Tools First versus Cakewalk in which DAW I think I will recommend for you. So you may want to go ahead and stay tuned in this video because you may be surprised which option I think that you should choose to be your final option to go ahead and start making your music. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, so let's just go ahead and do a little versus a comparison real quick. So right off the bat, Pro Tools First versus Cakewalk. Pro Tools First, it's free. Cakewalk is free. That's a point for both of them. I'm not going to worry about keeping score, but I'm just going to get to it right now. The second thing is that you can record in both programs, Pro Tools First, and you can record in Cakewalk. That's another positive. Now, here's where things start to change. Now, in Pro Tools First, you are limited how you can actually save and send your projects. In Pro Tools First, you can only save it to their cloud server, and you can't really send your project off to get mixed and mastered. That's a big deal to people. That's a big deal to me. I had clients hit me up the other day, and they had recorded some songs in Pro Tools First, and they weren't able to actually send me the individual WAV files or just kind of make it easy enough to send a session so I could be able to mix and master it for them. I sent them a video hoping that it will work in Pro Tools First on how to bounce and save down or set your session up, consolidate your session to send out for mixing and mastering, and that video was basically useless for this program. Now, Cakewalk, on the other hand, you can actually save it. You can actually save the project to your computer. You can move the project from computer to computer. You can send it off to collaborations. Everybody who went and downloaded Cakewalk, I was able to mix. I did tutorials to help them guys start recording, and I sold them guys some templates, and I was actually able to mix and master their project for them. All they had to do is basically send me the session or send me the individual WAV files, and I was able to do my thing. Pro Tools First, that's a negative con against this program. It doesn't make it possible to do that. Now, here's another thing that you really, really need to take into consideration. You have to have an Avid account to be able to have access to your session to start working in Pro Tools First. With Cakewalk, of course, you create an account, but that's not the main reason to have access to your actual account or program or whatever session that you create. You basically can save it on your computer, whatever you want to do, and just basically open it up, start recording and doing your thing. I've been able to sell templates to people, vocal templates to people, session templates to people with Cakewalk, and they've been able to open it up on their computer just fine. I haven't had the ability to do that with Pro Tools First, which has made it very frustrating for a lot of people who want me to be their engineer or their client or whatever. I've been having to tell them to basically invest in other programs so I can go ahead and start working with them, right? Okay, so that's another thing that's against Pro Tools First. Now, let's talk about importing tracks. When it comes to importing tracks, believe it or not, Pro Tools First, it has a limit. You can only, I'm just going to try to put 20 tracks just to give myself a number. Let's see how many number of tracks I can put in here. Pro Tools First, it says the number of tracks requested exceed the limit for the current Pro Tools configuration. Blah, 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 okay? I can only, it changed the number to 16. It's only telling me that I can put only 16 tracks in here. Okay, so if I hit enter, boom. For your average person, honestly, 16 tracks is enough. That's not really that bad. For a rapper, 16 tracks would be good enough because in my opinion, you would use one track for a beat and then you would use the next track. You would use the next track for a lead vocal, and then probably the next two tracks for like some doubles, and then the next couple tracks for like the hook, and then you would have extra to do ad libs, intro, outro, and you can basically double up on first verse, second verse, and a bridge or something like that. This will be more than enough for your average person, okay? So I'm not gonna knock it for that. Where I am gonna knock it is, what if you get the individual wave files and you want your beat from a producer mixed, and say the producer, he made a beat and the beat has 25 individual tracks. Well, that's not even going to be enough to suffice for your beat. So you would actually have to take the actual master of the beat, or just one single wave file of the beat, and import it in a session and be able to make a song. That's not good enough in my opinion. Another thing is if you're an R&B singer like myself and you happen to do like a lot of harmonies and different vocals and things like that, 16 tracks is not going to be enough for your beat and for your vocals and different harmonies and things like that. I mean, easily with harmonies, I can use about 10 tracks alone by itself. I can make it work, and I can find ways to make it work, but I would have to really crunch a lot of my vocals on the same tracks, and I probably wouldn't want to do that, because certain effects that I would use on my lead vocal, I probably wouldn't want to use those on a harmony. So that is definitely a negative against Pro Tools first. Now, when it comes to Cakewalk, so say when you open up a session, it gives you the opportunity to go ahead and create new projects, recent projects, existing projects, demo projects. You can get projects from somebody else who created it on their computer. You can send projects. You can collaborate on projects, whatever the case may be. Okay, so say if I just opened up one of them. This is from a template that I created, which is a great thing, because Pro Tools first, you're not able to do that. I created this template, and I'm able to utilize it and record on it and do whatever I need to do at any time. So that's a positive, right? The next positive is you're able to go to file. You're able to save this on your computer, on your PC, on an external hard drive, thumb drive, somebody else's computer. It really doesn't matter. You're able to save it, and that's a positive. It's going to ask you if you want to do normal, template, or the Cakewalk bundle, or these other options here, which is great, especially if you want to collaborate and send this off to somebody else. It also gives you the save copy as option, okay? Same thing. If you want to save it, just the file type, template, bundle, whatever the case may be, it's really up to you, all right? Another positive that I like about it is not only does it have, like, that cloud option, but also being able to collaborate and save it on your computer, or whatever the case may be. I love the blackout mode. This blackout mode is pretty dope to me. I love how contrasty it looks, especially when I get to change the color of the tracks and things like that. It pops more to me. I love it. I love the way it looks. Okay. Now let's talk about the number of tracks. When it comes to the number of tracks, Pro Tools first only allows you to import 16 tracks. That's not good enough for me, because I'm a producer as well. And when I make beats, or I produce beats, a lot of times I use more than 16 tracks for the instrumentals anyway. So a lot of the instruments. So I use like 30 tracks for a beat, or 25 tracks. Then when I try to import that individually in Pro Tools first, it's only going to allow me to import 16 individual tracks for that beat, wave file for that beat. This is a bummer, because now I have no more tracks to record the beat. Now, you probably say, well, why won't you just import the wave file for the beat? Well, if I want individual control over the kick and the snares, the hi-hats, the guitars, the pianos, whatever, then I'm not going to be able to do that in one individual wave file. I would just need individuals of each file for the beat, so I can compress the kick a little bit more, or the snare, the hi-hat, or whatever the instrument may be. In this program here, I don't have any limitations. If I go to audio track and I go to multiple track or insert, here it says 100 tracks. I'm going to hit OK. Check it out. Look at that, guys. It just imported another 100 tracks on top of what I already had in here. And it's as simple as clicking down here, changing the track color. If you want to be able to change like the options of where you want it to go, guys, you can do whatever you want to do with this program. When it comes to The inserts, same thing. Pro Tools first, you're only allowed 16 tracks. This program, I was just able to put in 100 tracks with no issues. What about the third-party plugins? What if you want to mix in a program? Check this out. Waves, boom. I'm able to put waves in here. No issues whatsoever. Slate Digital, Antares Auto-Tune. I wasn't able to do none of that inside of Pro Tools first. If you're going to be somebody who wants to be serious about music and really about recording and mixing and maybe even doing some in-the-box mastering, Pro Tools first ain't going to get that job done. They're both free, but this program is free and it's just as powerful, if not better, than Pro Tools, Logic, Ableton, any software out there. And it is, I mean, it's convenient for doing sound design, video stuff, you name it. You can do it in this program. Another thing that I absolutely love about this software over Pro Tools first is if you come up here, you click this little note, you can actually write your songs and record as you're doing your sessions on the go. You can import a picture here. You can put your name, the album, the artist, the copyright, and start typing your song, blah, 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 whatever you want to do. Start typing your song with no issues. And I feel like that's super convenient because maybe you don't want to pull out a pen and a pad and start doing. I do it all the time. Sometimes, the majority of the time when I'm recording my songs, I record off the top of my head anyways. All my pen and pad is in here. But I've used times where I'm just like singing and recording and creating a song on a go. And I'm just typing in lyrics for a tutorial while recording at the same time. I think that that's super dope, and I think it's super convenient. So, guys, there's so many more things that I can go into about this software. You can export it. You can send it to other people for mixing and mastering, collaborations, whatever the case may be. Import a video for sound design, doing whatever you need to do. The notes, the plugins, the number of tracks. Everything about this program is so much better than Pro Tools first. Only big bummer and con is you can't use it on a Mac. If they fix that and change that over, then, I think that this by far would be the go-to for everybody. All right, guys, so that's it for the video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, guys, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. I want to know, what do you guys use? Would you guys rather use Pro Tools first or Cakewalk? If you have Cakewalk, would you rather use Pro Tools first? Or if you have Pro Tools first, would you rather use Cakewalk? Whichever the option you think is better, I would like to know in the comments and why. If you disagree with anything, guys, leave me some comments. Let me know because I want to know. I want to talk and give you guys feedback and get some feedback from you. Other than that, guys, I just wanted to give you guys some legitimate advice on which one I think is best. Cakewalk is clearly the winner in this situation, and definitely it's not going to cost you anything to make some professional music. So go download it right now. If you have a Mac, unfortunately, you can't use Cakewalk, so I would definitely say go ahead and start with Pro Tools first. But if it were up to me, I would just go ahead and upgrade to Logic or upgrade to the full version of Pro Tools. And that's pretty much all I got to say for this video. So that's it. I really truly appreciate you guys for supporting me, watching my videos. I'm on the road to 30,000 subscribers, and I really truly appreciate you guys showing me love. Help me get to 100K because that is my goal. And guys, as always, I love you. I truly appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next video.
Can you feel this?